So Zohran, I'm speaking to you now. You know, and I know, you did not register for selective service as federal law required you to do when you turned age 18 as a green card holder, permanent resident of the United States. Zohran Mamdani has some questions to answer. Yesterday, I received his selective service records, which show that he did not register for selective service until January 17th, 2017, approximately 1 year before he applied for U.S. citizenship. This is extremely problematic because in order to be naturalized as a U.S. citizen, you have to be a permanent resident in good standing for at least 5 years. Zohran Mamdani was not. Zohran Mamdani was violating federal law by not registering for selective service. That is a federal offense punishable by up to 5 years in prison and a $250,000 fine. Furthermore, Zohran somehow went from violating federal law to within 1 year becoming a United States citizen, and within a few years becoming a New York elected official when he was elected to the state assembly in 2020, even though within the 3 prior years he had committed a federal felony that still was prosecutable until 2022. There's a 5-year statute of limitations on the violation of failure to register for selective service. Now Zohran Mamdani has to answer a few questions. Namely, among them, how did you become a United States citizen, Zohran? You weren't eligible according to the facts we have from selective service. So Zohran Mamdani, I know Bernie Sanders was your role model that brought you into politics, and Bernie himself was a draft dodger. I know your father is your role model, and he's not even a United States citizen, but he too was a draft dodger. And you apparently dodged registering for selective service, committing a federal felony. But unlike Bernie Sanders, who was born in the United States, and your father, who never applied for citizenship apparently, you did. And somehow, within a year of violating federal law, you attained that citizenship, which now means every New Yorker, as a matter of fact, every American, has a right to know how that happened. How did you end up becoming a United States citizen within a year of violating federal law? It makes no sense to me, but I'm not an expert immigration lawyer. Perhaps you, as an aspiring mayor, can let New York know how this happened. Mahmoud Khalil is being deported because he lied to immigration about his background. Did you lie to immigration about your selective service background? Did you claim that you registered when you were legally obligated to, when in fact you did not? These are questions every New Yorker has a right to have answers to, Zohran. You can't just walk around smiling at everybody with that fake smile of yours and expect people to elect you mayor of the #1 terror target in the United States with a background only being a citizen for 7 years, acquiring a citizenship under circumstances that make no sense. It's time, Zohran. Speak up, answer, or get out of the race. And one other thing, Zohran, if you don't answer, the next thing I'm going to do is file a complaint with the United States Attorney General seeking an inquiry into your legal status as a United States citizen. Personally, I don't believe you should even be a United States citizen under these circumstances, no less the mayor of New York.